Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, here to guide our conversation on the remarkable link between citrus fruits and mood. Today we'll discuss a growing body of research that suggests eating oranges and other citrus might play a part in reducing depression risk. I'm joined by my co-host, Ilara Sky. Thanks for being here to share your insights.
Thank you, Ethan. Depression is a concern for many people worldwide, with more than 280 million individuals affected. Many don't respond fully to standard treatments, so the role of nutrition in mental health is becoming increasingly significant. Let's delve into how citrus consumption relates to depressive symptoms.
According to a study from Massachusetts General Hospital and the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, regular citrus consumption may reduce the risk of depression by about 22%. This is intriguing because the researchers found a link between eating citrus and the presence of a particular gut bacterium called Faecalibacterium prausnitzii. What do we need to understand about that connection?
The key point here is that Faecalibacterium prausnitzii, or F. prausnitzii, seems to support the production of neurotransmitters like dopamine. Neurotransmitters are chemicals in the brain that influence our mood. The study showed that women who regularly ate citrus had higher levels of this beneficial bacterium, which correlated with a reduced incidence of depression. This effect was specific to citrus. Other fruits, such as apples or bananas, didn't yield the same findings.
Another important aspect of that study is the increase in gut microbial diversity. It appears people who consume citrus regularly didn't just have more F. prausnitzii, they also had a broader range of beneficial bacteria overall. Can you explain why gut diversity matters when it comes to mental health?
A diverse gut microbiome is crucial for balanced mood regulation because different bacterial strains perform unique functions. Many produce short-chain fatty acids and other metabolites that reduce inflammation, while also aiding in neurotransmitter production. When we see an uptick in bacterial diversity, especially beneficial strains like F. prausnitzii, it often translates to improved mood balance and lower depression risk.
I noticed the study included both women in the Nurses' Health Study 2 and men in the Men's Lifestyle Validation Study. The men who ate more citrus also had higher levels of F. prausnitzii. This suggests it's not just a female-specific phenomenon. Did the researchers identify any particular compounds in citrus that might explain why these bacteria thrive?
They identified naringenin, formononetin, and hesperidin as key components in citrus fruits that nourish beneficial gut bacteria. These substances appear to help create an environment in which F. prausnitzii can thrive, positively influencing neurotransmitter pathways. This is significant because it points to specific, naturally occurring plant compounds that may help maintain mood balance.
The study's lead author, Raj Mehta, mentioned that we can't really compare citrus intake directly to antidepressant medication, since medication is typically used to treat active depression. Still, there is a strong suggestion that citrus could be part of an overall plan to prevent or manage depressive symptoms. That's one side of the equation. On the other side, there's growing evidence about ultra-processed foods negatively affecting our mental health. Can you speak to that?
Certainly. A study in JAMA Network Open examined the impact of ultra-processed foods and found a 49% increased risk of depression among people who consume them frequently. These foods often contain artificial sweeteners, industrial oils, and excessive sugar, which disrupt the gut microbiome and contribute to inflammation. In contrast to whole fruits like citrus, these processed products tend to reduce microbial diversity and compromise our mood-regulating neurotransmitter balance.
And the research also showed a marked difference in depression risk for those who managed to reduce ultra-processed food intake by at least 3 servings a day. The worst items mentioned included artificially sweetened drinks, sugar-free processed snacks, and various prepackaged meals. So it's not just that eating citrus might help. Avoiding harmful foods seems equally essential. Let's talk about strategies to improve gut health and support mental well-being.
One foundational step is removing vegetable oils from the diet, including sunflower, safflower, soybean, canola, and other oils rich in linoleic acid. These oils disrupt mitochondrial function and impair cellular energy production, which can harm gut health. Replacing them with more stable fats like butter, ghee, or tallow can make a substantial difference in supporting a healthier microbiome.
Another step is reducing exposure to endocrine disruptors and electromagnetic fields, or EMFs. Everyday plastics and personal care items may contain chemicals that interfere with our hormones. Additionally, constant EMF exposure from wireless devices can weaken mitochondrial function. Together, these factors can undermine the gut's ability to maintain a diverse and beneficial bacterial population.
Correct. And from a dietary perspective, we should also focus on optimizing carbohydrate intake. Around 250 grams of carbs daily are recommended for optimal cellular energy production, though the exact figure can vary with activity level and individual tolerance. If gut health is already compromised, it's wise to introduce simpler carbs, like whole fruit or white rice, gradually, before adding more fibrous produce. Sudden increases in fiber can feed pathogenic bacteria and cause digestive issues.
That gradual approach to carbs makes sense. Next, let's cover Akkermansia mucinifera, a bacterium that some experts see as key to strengthening the gut barrier. How does it fit into a strategy for better mental health through improved gut function?
Akkermansia mucinifera helps maintain the gut lining, keeping inflammatory compounds out of the bloodstream. Supplementation can be helpful, but it's most effective if you've already cut back on vegetable oils and other microbiome disruptors. If you continue to consume foods that harm your gut, those efforts might go to waste. Once you've prepped your gut, introducing Akkermansia through a timed release or microencapsulated supplement ensures it survives to colonize effectively.
Finally, we have to remember the importance of patience. Gut restoration is not an overnight process. It takes time to remove harmful factors, reintroduce beneficial nutrients, and establish a strong colony of supportive microbes. Each small improvement builds on the next, eventually yielding better mood stability and overall wellness.
Exactly. And because depression is so prevalent and can be severe, it's important to note that if someone you know is battling severe depression or suicidal thoughts, professional help is crucial. For immediate crises, contacting emergency services or calling a helpline can be life-saving. Once stabilized, the person can explore the dietary and lifestyle changes we've discussed.
Before we wrap up, I want to address some frequently asked questions people might have about citrus, gut health, and depression. Alara, perhaps you can give a quick, straightforward response to each one. Let's start with, how exactly does eating citrus help with depression?
Citrus fruits contain specific compounds like Narirutin and Hesperidin that help beneficial gut bacteria, especially F. prausnitzii, grow. These bacteria are linked to lower depression rates because they support neurotransmitter regulation, influencing mood.
What is the connection between gut bacteria and mental health in the broader sense?
Your gut bacteria produce or influence the balance of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. An imbalance in the microbiome can lead to increased inflammation and reduced neurotransmitter production, both of which can contribute to depression and anxiety.
Why are ultra-processed foods considered so harmful to mental well-being?
They disrupt the gut's microbial balance and promote inflammation. Artificial sweeteners, excess sugar, and chemical additives may lower beneficial bacteria and impair neurotransmitter regulation, increasing the likelihood of depressive symptoms.
If someone wants to improve their gut health to support mood, what should they focus on first?
Eliminating or greatly reducing vegetable oils, cutting back on ultra-processed foods, adding whole foods like citrus, and considering targeted supplementation with bacteria such as Akkermansia mucinifera are key steps. Lowering toxin exposure and managing EMFs also help create a robust environment for beneficial microbes.
And how long might it take to notice improvements in mood after making these dietary changes?
It varies by individual, but many people see positive changes within a few weeks to a couple of months. Consistency is crucial. Gradual, steady changes that nurture your gut microbiome can lead to lasting results for both mental and overall health.
That's a comprehensive look at how eating citrus can potentially lower depression risk and how various lifestyle factors contribute to better mental health. Thank you, Alara, for your clear explanations. It's fascinating how connected our dietary choices and gut health are to our mood.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad we could discuss these important findings. Many people overlook the complexity of the gut's impact on emotional well-being, but the research is becoming increasingly clear. Nurturing your gut bacteria can be a significant part of a holistic approach to managing mood and supporting mental health.
And with that, we'll conclude today's episode of Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We appreciate everyone tuning in and hope you found this discussion about citrus, gut health, and depression informative. I'm Ethan Foster, here with Ilara Sky. We look forward to bringing you more insights on natural health in our next episode. Until then, stay informed and take care.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.